The Hale estate was a kingdom of glass, marble, and wealth so vast it seemed endless. Victor Hale, at 53, had everything the world could offer: sprawling mansions, private jets, rare art that most only saw in museums. And yet, beneath his tailored suits and commanding presence, he carried a hollow ache money had never filled. Victor believed in one thing above all else: that money revealed the truth of people. To him, generosity wasn't kindness, but a scalpel, cutting away masks to expose greed. And so one morning he summoned his senior staff to the grand hall. 23 men and women stood in a loose semicircle beneath chandeliers that spilled golden light. They were butlers, chefs, drivers, housekeepers, and maids, each vital to the machine of his empire. Victor's entrance silenced the whispers. He walked with the calm precision of a predator, every step deliberate. From his jacket, he produced a stack of black metal credit cards. The staff gasped. They gleamed like obsidian knives under the lights. "These," Victor announced, his deep voice echoing, "are connected to my personal account. No limits, spend freely." Gasps rippled through the room. Some eyes widened with hunger. Others darted nervously, already guessing at the trick. "It could be a trap, Gregory." The butler of 15 years whispered to Marcus. "The chef, or a chance," Marcus muttered back, already imagining his dream kitchen. Victor handed the cards one by one, watching reactions like a scientist observing specimens. Watches gleamed in Gregory's eyes. Exotic knives danced in Marcus' imagination. Travel lit a spark in David, the chauffeur. Then he came to the last in line, Amara. Amara was 27, a maid with warm brown skin and tired eyes that carried quiet strength. Unlike the others, she didn't reach out eagerly. She kept her hands at her side, her posture small as if blending into the shadows. "Take it," Victor ordered. Her voice was soft, trembling. "Sir, I don't think I should." "I insist," he said, sharper now. Her fingers brushed the cold metal and she held it as if it burned her. Victor lingered on her face, unsettled. There was no calculation there, no greed, just discomfort. When he left the hall, the others began to chatter, already plotting purchases. Gregory smirked. "She'll probably buy soap. Or nothing at all. Too righteous to enjoy herself." Amara lowered her head and returned to folding linens, the weight of the black card burning in her pocket. From his study, Victor opened his laptop, watching in real time as charges rolled in. Rolexes, diamond knives, first-class flights. Each transaction proved his theory. People could be bought, but Amara's card sat at 0.00. Victor leaned forward, intrigued. "She hasn't spent a cent," he murmured. "She's waiting," Jonathan, his aide, suggested. "Perhaps planning a larger move." Victor shook his head. "No, look at her history. 8 months of quiet work. No complaints. No ambition. She either hides her hunger better than the rest, or—" He trailed off, his gaze fixed on her line of untouched balance. "She's the one to watch," he whispered. Days passed. The mansion buzzed with indulgence. Gregory strutted through the quarters with a Rolex flashing on his wrist. Marcus boasted about knives that cost more than a car. David bragged about his upcoming Monaco trip, and Amara, she returned to her small room each night, staring at the black card lying untouched on her nightstand. One swipe could solve everything. Her mother's medical bills were piling up. Insurance had denied coverage for a new treatment. Her younger brother Jerome's tuition deadline loomed, threatening to shatter his dream of becoming the first in their family to graduate. Worse, their landlord had delivered a final notice: pay in full or leave. Amara picked up the card, running her thumb across its heavy metal surface. It could erase every problem. But it wasn't hers. It wasn't earned. She set it down again, tears welling in her eyes. The next morning, Gregory cornered her in the hall. His voice dripped with mockery. "Still haven't bought anything. What are you waiting for? Trying to impress the old man with your virtue?" Amara didn't look up. "I just need time to think," Gregory chuckled cruelly. "Think too long and life will make the choice for you." Her hands shook as she dusted the mantelpiece, but she kept her silence. At lunch, she called her mother. Her voice on the other end was weak but warm. "Baby, you don't need to call every day." "I want to, Mama. Are you taking your medicine?" "When I can. That new one's too expensive." But don't worry, I'm fine." The lie broke Amara's heart. "I'll figure something out, Mama, I promise." That night she sat with Lucy, the gardener's 8-year-old daughter, helping her with fractions. Amara's patience and gentle encouragement lit Lucy's face with joy. From his study window above, Victor watched quietly. He cancelled a business meeting, unable to pull himself away. "She's different," he muttered. Victor's fascination deepened. Why hadn't she cracked? He decided to apply pressure. One morning he gathered the staff again. "Your salaries," he announced, "will be withheld this month." The hall erupted in outrage. Gregory shouted, "That's impossible!" Marcus raged. David demanded explanation. Victor remained calm. "You all have my cards, unlimited, use them. If your loyalty is true, this inconvenience should mean nothing." The staff exchanged uneasy looks, but one by one they agreed. Their greed justified the choice. Amara's stomach dropped. Her savings were gone. Rent was overdue. Her mother's condition worsening. Jerome had already deferred his semester. Without salary, survival was impossible. Victor's eyes found hers. "Unless," he said coolly, "someone here still believes pride feeds families." The others laughed, sneering at her silence. Amara's fists clenched, her throat tight. That night she sat alone in the garden, tears staining her cheeks. Lucy found her. "Miss Amara, why are you sad?" Amara forced a smile. "Sometimes grown-ups just get sad, sweetheart." Lucy pressed a flower into her hand. "Daddy says flowers grow even in storms. Maybe you're like that." Amara hugged her tightly, sobbing into the child's hair. From the balcony, Victor watched. He expected her to break. Instead, he saw resilience, and for the first time he wondered if it was not Amara being tested. But the final blow came with a call from Jerome. Mama collapsed. "They won't admit her without payment." Amara's chest caved. The hospital demanded thousands up front. Her trembling hand pulled the black card from her pocket. Salvation lay in her palm. She rose, ready to rush to the nearest ATM. Then Gregory appeared, smirking. "Finally! I knew the saint would fall eventually." "Victor will love this," Amara froze. His words cut deeper than knives. Slowly she shoved the card back into her pocket, tears streaming down her cheeks. "No," she whispered. "Not like this." She ran from the mansion into the night, leaving the card untouched. At dawn, Victor stormed to the hospital. Through the glass, he saw Amara holding her mother's hand, Jerome beside her. She looked fragile, exhausted, yet unbroken. "How much?" he asked, stepping inside. "Don't," she snapped. "Tell me what the doctors need." "I'll pay." Her eyes blazed with fury. "Don't you see? That's not help. That's ownership. My mother's life cannot be bought." Her mother stirred weakly. "Baby, let him—" Amara shook her head, sobbing. "No, Mama, not this way." "I'll find another way." Victor's throat tightened. He had spent a lifetime buying loyalty, bending people with money. Yet this maid with nothing was richer than him. For the first time, he felt poor. Weeks later, Amara left the mansion for good. Victor stood in the foyer, an envelope in his hand. "This is yours." "Not from the card." "From me. No strings. Consider it wages overdue." She hesitated, then accepted. "My family will survive." "That's enough." Her voice was steady, proud. She walked out, never looking back. Victor returned to his study. The ledger glowed on his screen. Rolex, knives, vacations, greed, and one untouched line, Amara, 0.00. He closed the laptop, his reflection staring back at him from the black screen. Out in the garden, he held the small flower Lucy once gave Amara. Its fragile petals trembled in the wind. Stronger than all his fortune, for the first time, Victor Hale understood what true wealth meant, and it broke him.